Moe's going up first. Going up against Twins off the bat. Twins trying to get a slow. Twins playing up Marksman Hunter. Actually, one of the few Marksman Hunters that we get to watch here today. Ever, actually. And Twins pretty good. Moe's still mounted up, hanging out on his Lytham Prowler. Very nice mount. Twins trying to go around the corner. Twins, you should be looking, I think as a hunter, Twins should be trying to approach the monk without incap. Because I feel like there's close enough where incap might be happening. Twins hanging out on top of the trap. Trying to force Moanx onto him. Dark Minion getting fired out. Moanx still needs to dismount. Does get an incap onto Twins. Trinket comes in off the bat. And a disengage as Moanx goes for burst. Cannot catch up to Twins. Cannot get the stun lock combo. Does finally get a Fist of Fury out. Was that Trinket really that good? Might be the play the Twins needed. That Trinket might end up being the play. Twins going in for a Turtle Shell. Healing up for a ton. Not letting Monks recover. With another incap coming in by Monks. Another roll out of there. Might get himself a port. Trying to mount up. Does get stunned out by Twins. Twins trying to get some pot shots on the guy. Does get the dot rolling. Moanx is still at about half health. So Twins is actually pretty big on the prowl. Trying to go for a kick. Get caught up on the corner. Trying to survive this. And then Twins is loading up all the traps on different sides. Moanx is now starting to engage. Twins gets a big disengage way out there. Should continue keeping it slow on the monk. Oh my god. I did that wrong. I did a boo-boo. I did a boo-boo just now. I might have fucked up Twins. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, anyway, Moanx. Oh shit, Moanx is actually taking some damage. Twins is also kind of low. Karma coming in, so that's going to be a lot of damage for Twins. Doesn't need to take. Still keeps firing into Moanx, and Moanx is going to take him out. I don't think that trap would have done anything, right? I feel like I fucked up. Wow, yikes. Moanx takes one. Hopefully, I'm going to... Twins might have won if I didn't run to that trap. Twins could have kited into that trap, so that could have actually been better for Twins. I'm gonna take that as my fault. Zadok's coming in as a Frost DK, Undead Frost Death Knight, going up against Moanx. Moanx trying to recover his health, continues to just run and pop in fuses whenever possible. Zadok is just chilling by the port, waiting for Moanx to port back. But Moanx doesn't need to, he just has the fuses for him. So Zadox doesn't need to be there. Moanx did get a port and this going for damage. Zadox is sitting out there in the open. Not really putting up damage. Not really putting up a fight. Not really sure what's going on. Might have maybe DC'd. Moanx is now getting away from him. Letting him recover. What happened? Well, Moanx at least is being a really good champ about it. But if Zadox is DC, there's nothing he can do. Wraithwalk is up, but he's not going anywhere. Trinket comes in. What is going on? I'm not really sure what's going on. Yeah. We're just gonna... Next. I'm not sure. Zadox, my man. We have to continue the duel, man. We have to continue the duel. Now, we have Know Your Place going up against Moanx. Incapped early with Nightblade up. Know Your Place is going to probably go for reset. No, does have a cheap shot available and everything going in for full damage on Moanx. Dropping him so low with so many crits. Cheap shot back up and Moanx might go down. And Moanx does go down. Moanx does get taken out. Nothing we could really do for the DK Zadox. I guess he got DC'd. And now we have Soda going up against, not real Soda, against Know Your Place, the Subtlety Rogue, who just popped a lot of his cooldowns. I don't know if there was Shadow Blades and everything. Might have been Shadow Blades, actually. Is my add-on tell me it was? It looks like it was Shadow Blades. Soda Fluffy not going on for the eye. Could go into bear form with that eye. Does go into bear form. Does pick up the eye. Might be able to ping the Rogue out in the open. Maybe the Rogue was hanging out by the other pillar. Maybe the Rogue was hanging out by the other side. One of the things I liked about having a Demon Hunter as one of these classes so I could see where people are is I could use Demon Hunter eyes to see where all the stealthies are, so you guys could kind of tell. Soda Fluffy going in back for a re-stealth. Maybe we'll have Know Your Place going in for a eye, maybe with a vanish, so you can get a strong opener on Soda Fluffy. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe they'll be looking for each other in stealth. I'm just gonna keep at a distance until one of them saps or opens on the other. Still in the kill. I mean, we just want to continue the duel, guys. We want to get it going. So for me to charge in and execute is going to end a lot faster than Moanx having to focus too much damage onto him and auto-attacking him. Just continue the duel, man. Nothing you can do about it. Cheating Warrior Strikes Again, Volume 2? You kidding me, right? You're kidding me. The guy was AFK. Oh, Know Your Place does get found by Soda Fluffy. Hung around by the eye. Soda Fluffy does get hit full with Nightshade, does get a stun onto Know Your Place. Trinket coming out. Know Your Place trying to get a cheap shot stone opener onto Soda Fluffy while coming out with a Trinket. Incarn coming out now. Soda Fluffy trying to get damage up onto Know Your Place, but Know Your Place not letting it happen. Cheap shot into a vanish, into a blind. Soda Fluffy is now low in health. No trinket available for a while. Is he going to get sapped back to back? Might actually, yeah, he has a sap. This might be the end of it. Mark for Death. Is that available? No, still has Mark for Death available for himself. So Soda Fluffy might take a lot of damage. Is No Replay going to have a lot of burst available? Goes in for another sap. Mark for Death kidney coming out. Is he going to have the cooldowns? Is he going to have anything available? Doesn't have Shadow Dance, so he's trying to live against the Soda Fluffy guy. Soda Fluffy going in for damage, going into Bear, trying to heal up as much as possible right now. Doing what he can. Has regrowth in himself, Blood Talents. I'm not sure how he ended up getting both. Regrowth in himself. I guess it was an Instacast for so long. Does get a stun onto No Replays. Does try to load him up with dots. Is able to establish Aspen's friendly rip, but no rake. Soda Fluffy taking so much damage. Might need to go into Bear. Kidney comes in, but it's so short. Does take out No Replays, but that dot is still sticking on him. Nightblade, is that going to kill him? No, not quite. Almost takes him out, but not quite the cigar. Dampening is going down to 6%, so then Tasty, who's going up next, is going to be able to actually utilize some portion of that dampening before it drops too low, unless Soda Fluffy ends up taking his time, heal himself up to full, and letting dampening kind of drop. Stoner Rage, which is dead, kind of waiting out for Soda Fluffy. Does want to engage with him as much as possible, as soon as he can. Doesn't want the Feral to recover, which is the way he should be playing it. It is how you should be playing if you want to play to win. Stone Rage does roll a trinket, so no relentless shenanigans here, because against Soda Fluffy, that actually could be good or really bad, but we'll have to wait and see. Stone Rage, is he picking up the eye? No eye available. Does have an eye here. Soda Fluffy just chilling. One thing that Ferals can't really do as well as Rogues is come out of stealth, heal, and then go back to stealth, because their stealth cooldown is like 10 seconds. Stone Rage almost picked up the eye. Almost picked it up. Trying to pick it up. The eye is not getting picked up. And Soda Fluffy does pounce onto Stoner as he's basically forced to pick up the eye. 5% extra damage for no reason. Soda Fluffy does go in with wall thorns and everything, and Stone Rage just gets away from it all. Gets away from all of it. Does get a stun lock combo with Touch of Death. Full burst available. Might take out Soda Fluffy right there. Is that Touch of Death is going to be a lot of damage, and he leaps away, and Touch of Death just takes him out. Tasty going up, not letting Stone Rage recover. Does get incapped in the opener. This is gonna be a reduel for Tasty against yet another monk. Trying to get slows on Stoner or Stone Rage. Lightning Last are trying to keep him out in the open with a pet hitting him for quite a while. Ice Fury not able to connect. Stone Rage able to recover back behind the pillar. Dampening is 16%. Root coming in. Stone Rage able to get out of it. Incap. Another incap onto Tasty as the pet keeps hitting Stone. Stone trying to live it. Trying to get it knocked up in the air. Few meatballs fired his way. Trying to maintain his health. Not dropping under 1 million. Actually, I think got kicked just now. Got interrupted fully. Try to go for another Ice Fury. Tasty almost got that Ice Fury off. And Tasty able to get in for some damage. Does have Power of Maelstrom available. If he can get his artifact weapon damage going, that would be amazing. More meatballs getting slung at Stone Rage. Tasty, are you going to go for damage? Are you going to go for a big lineup? He needs some kind of a big lineup. Does get the pet out. Stuns Stone Rage early. Trying to recover. Trying to get behind him. Stone Rage able to calm all this damage. Tasty needs to play defensive. Hex trying to come out. I think maybe kicked. And now full damage coming out by Stone Rage with Touch of Death. Knocked back. Fist of Fury is still up. Tasty's taking a lot of damage. Wall's coming out now, but still took a lot of damage from a Touch of Fury. Healing Surges are coming out for Tasty. Stone Rage trying to fuse himself back up to full. Dampening is at about 22%. Tasty needs to get a lineup going, because with this monk, him being able to run up, stun lock, port back, that's going to just be tough. It's going to be hard to recover, and every time he gets a big burst opener, it's going to be harder and harder to survive. Tasty runs in the open. Stone Rage approaches him with Fist of Fury, rolls behind him, another pillar, and going for fuses. Tasty's now back onto the road of recovery. Stone Rage is still trying to recover himself. That was wall available, so no, less and less defense is available for Stone Rage. Rolls away and teleports back to the other side of the pillar. Continues to fuse to maintain his health. The elemental pet is still out. No, now it just spawned. So Tasty no longer has a pet just beating on Stone Rage the whole time. So now it's really up to Tasty all by himself without the use of the pets for a while in order to find a way to beat Stone Rage. Incap comes in. Stone Rage still playing very defensive. He does get rooted up. Still going for those a lot of heals back to back to back. Tasty did get himself Stormkeeper. To second elemental is hitting him. Starting to get a few instacasts into Stone Rage, but not quite Cigar. Cannot quite line up some crazy burst damage. Stone Rage keeps hugging the pillar very, very closely. Tasty, as soon as he gets nearby, Stone Rage going in for full burst damage, and we get a stun out of Tasty onto Stone Rage. And Tasty now tried to live away from Stone Rage's burst. Another root and a port out of the way. Stone Rage going to be able to get out of the root? Yes, he does. As Tasty tried to line up with Ice Fury, just can't do anything. As soon as Tasty has line of sight, he's just getting disrupted by either stuns, by either interrupts, and one big Earth Shock came in for Tasty, built up that Maelstrom, and unleashed all of it with Sky Fury Totem and Blood Fury. Now, Incap. No, Karma coming out onto Stone Rage. Pretty sure Hex got kicked, maybe? No, Stone Rage did get Hex now. Tasty gets to recover, keep Stone Rage out in the open. Stone Rage isn't looking for a pillar yet. Ice Fury finally coming out. Stun Lock into Touch of Death, knocking Stone Rage out. And it looks like Stone Rage did another port. Rooted out in the open. Tasty has Ice Fury available. Can maybe sink it. Stormkeeper's coming out. Can rotate both of these abilities. But can you recover? Oh, that Ice Fury is down. But still has Stormkeeper for a little bit with power of the Maelstrom. Is he going to be able to connect? Lightning Lasso. One Lightning Bolt actually benefited from that extra damage buff. And into another Incap to hold him away. These pillars are insanely frustrated to watch. Stone Rage continues just kiting Tasty around the corner. Tasty cannot recover at all. Dampening is hitting up into 37%. For Tasty, it's going to be bad, but so is it going to be for Stone Rage. Tasty got a root onto Stone. Stone breaks out of it, and as soon as Tasty goes around the pillar, close enough, Stone Rage attacks him with Fist of Fury, getting knocked up away. Another port for another heal as Tasty tries to get offensive. Lightning Lasso coming out, keeping him in place. Hex coming out, does get the Hex off. Going for healing surges. That Hex won't be available when Stone Rage has burst. That Frog still leaping away though. Back to back. Redotted back up. Root comes out. Stone Rage actually might be able to. Tasty got some damage going now. Ice Fury is available with Sky Fury. Stone Rage decided to go in the offensive, out in the open, not behind a pillar, and actually took a lot of damage. Had wall available, another port coming up to Tasty with an Incap, going over for full burst. Tasty does drop, Earthquake does disrupt Stone Rage's burst a little bit. Fist of Fury coming out again. Tasty going in for another stun. Tricky coming out of Stone Rage. Stone Rage actually in the open where Tasty wants him. Knocks him out, and again behind the pillar. Not before he takes a bite out of a big old meatball. Who's gonna win this? This is rough. This is actually rough. Tasty versus Stone Rage. Monk versus Shaman. That is actually... Oh, and as soon as Tasty gets nearby for Blood Fury. The pet is up. Doing some damage onto Stone Rage. The pet can do actual good damage, knock Stone Rage so he can't kill, he can't heal for a bit. But Stone Rage keeps lying it. Karma coming out onto Tasty. Tasty hexes that Karma off the bat. No trinket available. Stone Rage still out in the open. Ice Fury trying to get lined up. Maybe Ice Fury is getting lined up. Maybe Incap coming in. I'm seeing an Incap coming in very, very soon. Stone Rage killed the totem right before he teleported back behind the pillar. And again, we are back to kiting strats. Stormkeeper again. Dropping down Earthquake, trying to disrupt him, trying to keep him from moving, but he just walks out of the Earthquake, didn't even bind it whatsoever. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. The pet was back on Stone Rage for a little bit more, but pets are just despawning over and over. Tasty getting another leap in, getting as much of Instacast as possible. Incap comes in, Lightning Lasso, keeping Stone Rage from going in for full burst. That dot is literally the only thing that's really doing the most amount of damage onto Stoner. That Flame Shock dot is so important. That is the biggest contributor for Tasty's damage, honestly. Stone Rage actually went for a little bit of a dance, just trying to get away from Tasty, taunting the guy, and Tasty Incap Rise gets around the corner, finally gets an Ice Fury with a lot of Sky Fury Totem, burst coming in, leaps in. Is Stone Rage going to go for damage? Does get his pet out with a stun, keeps Stone Rage out in the open. Stone Rage boards back behind the pillar, is going to probably kill the Sky Fury Totem, does jab it real quickly while walking, and Tasty connects. Lightning Lasso into that Touch of Death, won't be able to use that Touch of Death for full. Try to go for a Hex on Stone Rage. Healing Surge is coming out. Stone Rage now is going full offensive. Gets rooted on his burst into a Hex. Healing Surges. This is the best spot. Tasty could be in. Stone Rage still pushing in, trying to get some damage out. Stormkeeper's coming out for Tasty. Ice Fury to fall. I think got interrupted on that one. Tasty is still doing a lot of nature damage. Karma coming out by Stone Rage. Tasty got wall available. Another stun lock onto Tasty. Tasty's still living it. Stone Rage ported back. Tasty needs to recover in health. Both of them are so low. Stone Rage just had few seconds to turn it around and put him back on equal footing in terms of health. Tasty needs to go back for healing. Has a full Maelstrom loaded up. I think wants to smack Stone Rage with a big old burst, big old Earth Shock. Does get a root on him. Does get smack him with an Earth Shock. Does drop him under 2 million. Tasty took only a few punches, few kicks. Also needs to go for healing. That is rough, man. That is rough. Tasty, I mean, for Ellie Shaman, you have a lot of toolkit to deal with a lot of classes, but with a monk, I mean, it's harsh, man. This is harsh. Stone Rage is back behind the pillar, back to the cutting strats. Tasty is trying to get as much healing as possible. Stone Rage got himself a blink just now, a port, so won't be able to have it for a while. Tasty getting Incap. Stone Rage set himself up on the upper incline of his stun lock combo, going for a lightning lasso right foot. Shrink came out of Stone Rage and he poured it away. Might be able to get the pet out in the open, so the pet might actually hit. Oh, the pet despawned as it happened. I was thinking the pet was going to do damage to Stone Rage. How is Tasty going to approach this one now? Let's get a slow on Stone Rage and another port coming out. He's porting on cooldown, trying to maintain that healing wins heal as much as possible, which is about 25% worth of your health over time. With dampening, it's going to be less and less. Dampening is a 63. These two monsters have been going at each other for quite a while. Monk versus Shaman. Who's going to win this one? Healing Surge is coming out for Tasty, actually picking himself up above 4 million health. Stone Rage can't recover quite as fast. Stormkeeper coming out. Wow, he can't even see Stone Rage. Stone Rage going in full damage, not full burst, getting knocked away. Does port back in. Touch of Death is up. Full damage available with Karma. Tasty's going to take a lot of damage. Astral Shift coming in early. Hex coming in to stop all that damage, stop anything he has. Tasty hovering about 3 million health. Ash Fury is getting set up. Stone Rage is going to take a lot of damage here. Fist of Fury coming out, but can't connect. Actually rolls back behind the pillar and ports, and Tasty trying to get back at him, but getting hit with the Nick Cap yet again. Stone Rage is now trying to get away. Kind of blinked, rolled out in the open. Does get out of that route. Does go back behind the pillar. Tasty going in for healing, since all he can do at this point is just heal himself. Maintain his health. Maintain the damage. Stone Rage able to recover his health and keep on the path of the recovery here. Continues the duel going. We are almost at 70% dampening. This is going to 100% dampening, and everybody with a heal is going to have nothing left. Lightning Lasso coming out for Tasty. Going up versus Stone Rage. Another port back. Tasty gonna leap. Stone Rage rolls away. There's nothing that can stop Stone Rage from moving. All Tasty can do is continue to move in front of the man. Continue to move at him. Does place a slow totem right on Stone Rage, who does destroy it and does incap Tasty. Tasty getting another leap. Meatballs again slung in. Does try to get another slow on Stone Rage. Stone Rage keeps on running. Sky Fury totem is up. It looks like Stone Rage might go around the corner. Oh no, as he tries to go around the corner, Stone Rage try to go for some damage. Tasty hits him out in the open. Does get him a Hex. Trinket out of that Hex. Trying to get the Elemental back in. Going in for an AoE stun. Knockback. Fist of Fury firing away from Stone Rage. Getting hit with a root, trying to run away, get hit with the elemental to knock back up. Does port, but port behind Tasty. Tasty's going for Ice Fury. Karma comes in though, big leap. I think Stone Rage is going to commit here and now. Tasty's going in for instant cast, and that was it. That's all he had. Stone Rage needs to die now, and see Madden takes him out. It looks like it's going to be a Feral next. It's going to be Herb Farmer next. Herb Farmer, does he have a trinket? No, no more trinket available for Herb Farmer. Getting stunned up with an eye beam, fully dotted up. The dampening is so high, no heal is going to be available. Both of them popping defensive and offensive, trying to keep at each other, trying to keep the bleeds rolling. Herb Farmer trying to get away from Demon Hunter damage. Does get an incap available on him. Does get another Metamorphosis available right here, right now. Does continue the pressure onto Herb Farmer. Needs to keep the bleeds rolling, needs to keep the damage rolling. Doesn't need to let the Feral ever reset. Another rush comes in. Cannot get that. Does get the bleed set up yet again. Herb Farmer still continues to run. Short stun coming out with a big charge. Herb Farmer going to bear for, might go down here. No more healing available. As he can turn around and see Madden does take him out. Whoo! Goddamn, that was rough. That was rough, ladies and gents. That was rough. That was rough. Oh my god.